What's up, everybody? This is Lucky Loco with the Lucky Loco Show. Today we are making an announcement. Something was supposed to be done last. Let me see. Post a comment. Oh, uh, just waiting a little bit for Iron Bear to jump in. Man, this bandana's all messed up. Just gonna have to work because I'm working. And this, man, the sweat in the eyes while I'm cooking is dead. I hate it. I hate it, and I hate it, and I hate it. Let's see. So we got one person tapping in. Just waiting for Iron Bear. That's you, Iron Bear. I dropped a link right there. So we got my Richard Allen. Got my stuff ready for the cooking. Richard Allen, man, how's it going? Just waiting on Iron Bear. See when he's gonna come through. Yeah, we're starting a channel called Indigenous Talk. So we just kind of want to do an introduction. I just want to wait for him to show up. Hopefully he sees it, man. Yeah, just out here in the food truck, man. It hit like almost 60 degrees today, so I'm like super pumped about it, man. I just overcooked my last bit of chili beans. I should just close the door. No, I'll just tell them I don't got no more Indian tacos, man. I just burnt some chili beans, man, and that sucks. Hate it. I hate wasting food. I could have given it away or something. Because I'd rather give it away than throw it away and feed somebody. Because there's right in here in this area right here, there's a lot of fentanyl use in this area. And there's a lot of homeless people that come by. And when I got it, I can give tacos and stuff like that, man. But right now, get rid of my can opener. There's another. See, so the apocalypse pops off. I got me some weapons. I'm just kidding. Let me see. Hopefully, Iron Bear jumps in, man. Yeah, me and Iron Bear, we've been talking for like the past week. I know last week we were supposed to start it with the Indigenous talk, but I got super busy, man. There's a lot of stuff that I had to fill out. Got the taxes I had to refile. Had a few things to get done. So it was just super busy between life, work. Everybody knows what it is, man. The Charlie hustle, man. My crooked. Let's see. Hi, Bear. I dropped the link, so if you want to tap in, jump on the guest thing. So what's up, everybody? Man, it's finally a beautiful. I mean, it's always a beautiful day, but when the weather's crisp, it's nice. Should have wore shorts to work today, but now it's starting to get chilly again. But I'm in the Washington State area where it's constantly sunny. It's not like Seattle out in Portland where it's raining and all that other craziness. And yeah, so today was kind of slow. Let me see. Well, I guess it was decent. Because slow is when I don't make no sales. I'm usually going through like 3-4 batches of bins of fry bread. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did all right. Just clearing out the cash register because you never leave money in your truck or in your business. So what's up, man? Where's Iron Bear at? Somebody get a hold of Iron Bear, tell him to come in, tap in. We're going to talk about the Indigenous talk and the meanings. Well, let me go ahead and go start first, man. As you guys already know, I'm Lucky Loco, and I am Pakwachin First Nation. That is from my mother's side. That's in the Saanich area out in Vancouver, Canada, out Vancouver Island, Canada. I'm Hilsick. I'm from my that's from my dad's side. That's over there, like between Vancouver. Brenda, what's going on? You know what? Shout out to Brenda, man. She introduced me to a channel called uh, Navajo Man in Lakota Bay, and it's cool, man. That's I was like, man, I don't see any other Native American channels other than like Native Reacts and all this other stuff, man. But yeah, Iron Bear, jump on the drop the link if you want to go ahead and tap in. It's nearly 3 a.m. Sunday morning here in Ireland. Oh man, Richard, I appreciate you tapping in so late, man. I appreciate that. And maybe one day, Bill, I'll head out there and go sell Indian tacos out in Ireland. That'd be so cool. I wouldn't mind doing a story about that area too, because I learned a little bit of something about that area, man. So let me get to it. I'm Pakwachin First Nation from my mom and Hilsick from my dad. And that's not even including my grandparents and my great grandparents and so on and so forth. So I'm Native American. I was born in Canada. I was raised in Colorado. So I got brown washed. I was out there with the Chicanos, the Chicanas, the Gente, the Mexicanos, and adapted. So I was out there in Colorado and got introduced to the culture. And it's really no difference, to be honest. There's a strong unity. I mean, I'm pretty sure in other races too, but there's really not too much difference between the cultures, between the Native American and the Mexicanos and the Chicanos and anybody else. So instead of fried bread, they got tortillas and corn tortillas, and so with that, I was out there, I learned about the culture, started stepping up on my Spanish. So let me see. So I get out there, start doing my thing. As you guys already know, my past. Made a whole mess of bad choices in life. Paid for them, recovering from them. I wanted to bring, because what really inspired me, to be honest, to start a channel after seeing Sea Dog and after seeing Crusted and into seeing Brenda Love, was Gunner. Gunner, A Convict's Perspective, Rojo. It really inspired me because I always was reaching out, was like, hey, not always, but I was like, man, when they did a story about Native Americans, I was super happy for that. And I was like, you know what? I'm Mr. Indigenous, man. Why don't I start my own channel? Let me start introducing you guys to my culture. Let me start introducing you to my path, my way of living, and learning as we go. We can all learn together. I'm not like super traditional and know everything. I got the basics. I'd like to learn more history. I definitely have people from New Mexico talking about the Pueblos, the Navajos, all these different cultures out there in the southwestern parts. I'd love to, man. And the thing about the Navajos, the Apaches, the Pueblos, they're really rich with their, hey, what's up, Nutty Tim? They're really rich with their culture. They really know what's going on. They really speak their own language. They still got their traditional ways. And that's the awesome thing, that when you hang out with other cultures like the Navajos, the Lakotas, just all these different cultures, all these different natives, it's nice to see people that can speak their own language. Like, I know a little bit of Navajo, a little bit of Lakota, I know a little bit of my language, but they're so fluent with it that it's amazing. To me, it's beautiful, because we are the first people here in this part of the world, the Native Americans, the Mexicanos, the Aztecs, the Incas, just a lot of history. You got to find yourself and to learn about yourself and learn about different cultures and the true history of Native Americans. And it's an interesting topic because we get swept under the rug and used to be great for each other. I heard Iron Bear use it before. I forget what it is. Indigenous. What's the word for Native Americans? Oh, no, I haven't met anyone from the Zuni tribe yet, but I heard the cultures and the different backgrounds from that too is from the Navajos because they don't get along with the Zunis and the Pueblos, and it was kind of like they just told us the beef and they didn't tell me too much about it. But yeah, and that's another thing too is that all these different tribes and all these different Native American tribes throughout the United States, uh, they people got to understand is that we all don't get along. Like it's just embedded in us. That's our warrior mentality. Territorial, we just don't get along. So nobody's going to treat you worse than another Native American. You know what I mean? For other, it's I don't know what it is. It's like even like when I meet other natives, it's kind of like, but you know, that's when you're young. When you're older and you get more sense into you, and you're not so territorial. You're not so judgmental. The Zuni, that's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, the Zunis out there in New Mexico. Yeah, because I know, because they still have, is it the Pueblo or the Zunis that have the, man, I appreciate you, Strictly Strange, and I appreciate the messages that you guys do send on Instagram. Like, it's pretty cool, man. Iron Bear, if you're in here, just comment. Hopi were the first, Hopi were there first before Navajo and Dene. Yeah, most definitely, because the Hopi, yeah, the Hopi was, they most definitely were because the Dene they still got in Canada and they speak the same language. So yeah, most definitely the Trail of Tears that came down. That's another thing I learned too is that my stepmother, my dad's ex-wife, she's Dene, and they speak Navajo. You know what I mean? So yeah, the Hopis, the Zunis, and yeah, you know, just learning about other cultures, and that's definitely something I'm gonna start bringing up on Indigenous Talk. You know, have somebody come through. My friends are from here and San Diego. Hell yeah, yeah. So I sent the link, but you know, until Iron Bear gets here, I just want to do an introduction of myself. And for those who are new to the channel, just watching, that's what I want to do. I want to do a story representing us. You know, you get little Timmy on here and talking about the Hopi, the Zunis, and it's awesome to learn about different cultures. Just like the Yakama Nation, I didn't know that they were like a bunch of different tribes, and how they got their name was from the Yakama River. So all these different Navajo and Japanese share similar words. Yeah, I believe it, bro. Um, and then yeah, so all these different tribes come together. That's a Colville tribe that have. I was watching when I started Indigenous Talk. It started looping me into different channels. Like the Lucky Local one will loop me into uh, to Jens, to Brenda Loves, to Gunners, to Rojos, to Flacco, to the Homie Hangout, to all the channels that we all know each other from Crusted. You know, the algorithm. So when I started Indigenous Talk, it started bringing in, seeing the location I was at, it started bringing up all these different stories about the Yakama Nation. And living here, I didn't know that all of them weren't from the same tribe back in the day. And you know, being out here in the prairies, you know, they also have people that go to the river, the Dells River out here, the Yakima River. So hoping to believe they've always been the Dene believe they came from another side of the world. My brother's grandpa Che told us. I mean, we all got had. They said we all started from Africa, so that's that's why we all have different pigmentations. Um, just who's exposed to the sun, the heat, because, either way, we're here now. So I found out about these different tribes, and then about the treaties. They have, the treaty of the Yakima Nation. They got all these like acres of land. Like, I'll do a map and all this other different stuff. This is going off of where I'm at, and they had this treaty. They just won a case to where they got like more acres. They got more of the tribes. Uh, how do you say? The tribe won more of their land back, and now they can kick these people off that's been fighting, say, no, this isn't your land. This isn't. So I don't know how that's going to turn out, because I don't know if they're going to let them stay on the reservation or if they're going to get kicked off the reservation. So we'll see how it goes and how the city plays, because they just won it in court. And me being here, being an outsider from the Yakima Nation, a lot of great people, man. I mean, the acceptance that I get here from some, but then also get treated like crap from some others. But that goes back to being territorial, to being on their reservation, on their land, and I show them respect. I show them, hey, I'm not Yakima. And a lot of people has really adapted and started thinking that I'm Yakima Nation, and that's a good thing too for all the people that's ever been around Native Americans long enough, or even anybody else. It's like being at somebody's house and you're staying on their couch or whatever, and they're still like, hey, you know what? That's your uncle. That's your auntie. That's your, you know, getting brought into. Brenda, can you text Iron Bear, tell him to come on? Let me see. I'll try to copy. Put a comment. Maybe he's on there. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. That's another thing too, is a concept called Indian time. We're never. I feel the blood quantum causes my phone's division and genocide. I believe so too, man. Because my son, my lady's Yakima, but he's not enough Yakima to get the benefits of a per cap, to own land. And even though he's born, he's, whatever, half Yakima, half Pakwachin. But with like you said, the blood quantum. I have the blood quantum. My dad's not on my birth certificate, so it says I'm only half Native American. So that's how I got my dual citizenship, being from Canada, being out here in the United States. Uh, just the whole rundown of that is just crazy. But yeah, I have to agree with you. I think the Bureau of Indian Affairs, I don't think that does us any really good. And there's always going to be, like you said, division. Like if when I see a native now, you kind of could know where they're, like, what tribe they're from. Like, we all have a distinct look. Even with me being Pakwachin, there's people. Cause my last name's Bob. So this one dude I haven't seen in, man, a good maybe 20 something years, and he recognized me right away, and he was like, hey, he's like, are you related to the Bobs? He's like, you guys have a distinct look about you, and it's probably the chubby cheeks, chubby. But yeah, there's a distinct look on like different tribes from Lakota. Lakota's got that real stoic, like high cheekbone. Navajos, and around that area, kind of got like the flat face, um, my eyes, like the slanted eyes, just like different when you see somebody, kind of know. You're just like you kind of get that feeling. Like Lakotas, they're tall. Anyone's that I met, and then I've met, you know, every Lakota that I met's always been like super tall. Um, Apaches, just different looks. Hey, Timo, what's cracking, man? I'm having a good day. It's kind of slow, but I just got an extension on my payment, so that's out the way. Because man, now let me tell you, we just had a birthday party for Junior, but it's um we had a birthday party, kind of put us away, but it was an awesome birthday party. Had fun. It was a blast. But it's nothing too much that I can't handle. I'm gonna cut. I gotta come earlier and stay later. That's all you gotta do. There's no time. That's slow. I'm not gonna pout and go take off and go back home and stay out here and hustle. But yeah, the Lakotas are tall. I met some Navajos that are tall. I'm trying to remember. I met Southern Ute. They're short and stocky like me. Same with Apaches. They're kind of short, just like Geronimo is like a little guy, fierce guy. Uh, Seminoles, I met. Well, yeah, he was kind of dark skinned dude too. He's Seminole. Then the Crow Nation, I met some Crows. Um, what is man? Yeah, he does look just like me, and I always tell him like that. I was like, man, you look just like your dad. He's like, I'm not fat. Not yet, boy. Man, kids are so honest. There's no getting around it. But yeah, that's my little man. Yeah, I got Timo, man. I appreciate you, Timo, and I appreciate the reels and stuff that you send me. And like anybody that reaches out to IG, that's pretty cool, man. Strictly's been reaching out. Um, yeah, and it's just, the communication and all this other stuff. And the reason why I haven't been doing any kind of lives or any kind of videos, man. Cool. I'll drop the link again. Let's see. There you go. Drop the link, brother. This time I'll keep an eye out on the guest thing. My bad. I had Iron Bear sitting in the back for like 20 minutes because I'm not too savvy with this one right here. Man, I'm down to my like last little bit of Pueblo Hatch chili, and I just made some the other day. It was so good. I made some of that. Man, yeah, you ain't lying, man. It's nice today. The sun's out. All kinds of other different stuff. The sun's out. It's definitely going good. Huh? Probably till about maybe 9. Huh? 7:14. Uh, okay, brother, I'll be here, bro. Fuck, I hate cigarettes. Yeah, that's let me see. Is Iron Bear in the back? No, it's not a tap in, Iron Bear. Drop the link, homie. Let me see. Guest, invite guests. I'll try again. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get Iron Bear up on here. That's my partner. Yeah, I'll drop the link for you there, bud. My bandana's all crooked. Oh well, it's keeping the sweat out of my eyes. Man, I'm telling you, it gets hot. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this griddle off. Nobody's coming yet. Oh, there you go. Guess it's not coming in. Must have something come up. But yeah, it's been nice here. I'm selling my two-door Tahoe. I just never have time to fix soup it up. I'm always paying bills and stuff, whatever. So I'm gonna sell that. Somebody wanted to trade like a little Honda for it. I was like, man, I can't. I need the money. Catch up on a few things. It's nothing too bad, but it's like I said, I'm just gonna have to stay later. Casino's starting to get packed. Get fried bread with strawberry whipped cream powder. Yeah, that's been selling quite a bit today. I just prepped. I just went and bought a bunch of them strawberries, man. That one is fire. But I made a new one. It was the fried bread. Oh, there you go, right there.
What's up? What's
What's
up, people? How you guys
cracking?
doing? My bad, bro. Hey, I don't know, man. I was trying to tap in, but I didn't. I guess I had to text my name. First time I ever had to do that.
Really?
Yeah, the first time I've ever had to do that. Usually I just jump straight in, bro. But this time it wouldn't let me jump in. And
Oh, okay.
then when I had to text my name into the little print, and then I was able to jump in.
Okay. I started about maybe 27 minutes ago. I was doing an
Okay.
introduction of myself, what we plan on doing, and the reason why we're starting Indigenous Talk. And if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody and let everybody know what tribe you're from and your story and why we're going to start Indigenous Talk.
Okay. All right. Let me get this. Let me get my mic situated on my camera situated real quick. Sorry about that.
All good, homie?
Shit. Running on Indian time, you know how that goes. All right, here we go. Can you guys see me good, or is the glare
Yeah, I
too
can see
much?
you.
I can position the camera if the glare's too much.
Yeah, it's pretty bright.
Okay, let me see if I can hang this. You know what? I'm just gonna position the camera now. I was gonna hang it up, but I'll just position it different.
Yeah, I was just telling them about Indian time too.
Oh yeah, yep. You gotta find about Indian time here soon. Fuck with us. Sorry, let me get this situated real quick. This is all for you guys. Trust me. I'm doing it so it's better for you guys to see me.
There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, way better.
Okay. Oh shit! Now this doesn't want to stay up. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay. My name's Iron Bear. I'm from Lake County, California. Um, the biggest natural lake actually in California. It's the biggest natural lake. I'm Pomo Native American. Um, well, I'm actually half and half. I'm half Pomo and half Hispanic. Half Mexican and half Pomo. My dad's Mexican. Um, and then my mom's Native American. Uh, sorry, my mind my mind's somewhere else right now, guys. But I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you guys the best I
You
can
got it,
give you right
dog. You
now.
got it.
Sorry if I start kind of trying to
It's all
drift. I
good.
apologize. But yeah, I'm from like I said, I have Lake County, half and half Native American, half Mexican. I'm from originally from excuse me, my roots. So it's kind of I'm from two different. I'm from like a lot of different races actually. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'll explain it to you. My so my grandmother, she's from called Covelo. It's Covelo, right? Her dad's from Covelo and her mom from Giddyville. And my grandfather, he's from his father is from called Ukiah, and then his mother's called Hopland. So, and my grandmother, who I was raised by, who raised my mother. So my biological grandmother, yeah, that's where they from. My grandmother I was raised with is my mother's aunt. My mother at a young age got adopted out. Not adopted out, but I don't want to say that. Her great aunt took her because my grandmother wasn't in the spot to raise her. You know how it is. My grandmother was only 17 years old, I believe, 17, 16 years old. She was a baby having a baby. You know, um, she wasn't in the right state of mind or in the state at all to raise my mother. So my great aunt, or her aunt, took my mother. So when she took my mother, she was it's called Robinson. Well, she's actually she's from Covelo, but she got married. She married my grandfather. He's from Robinson. So when he married her, they adopted her into the tribe. She became a tribal member from Robinson. And so when I so when I was born, that's pretty much why I was born at Robinson. That's where I came home to. That's where I was raised. That was old Robinson. So there's a new Robinson and an old Robinson too. I was raised at old Robinson, and that's anybody that knows old Robinson, they'll tell you right there. It's far from good place good. We didn't have no drinking water. The running water was very skept. We could only use it at certain times of the day if we wanted to use it. The lights was bad. You didn't have much lights out there. It wasn't a good spot to grow up in for a kid. It was a good spot though. I mean, like I was loved. I was loved there. That the reservation itself, which wasn't, it was down. It was an old reservation. It was down and out. There wasn't much resources there. And they started a new reservation, which was a few miles, about 6 miles away, 10 miles away. But because that was a new reservation, they were putting all the resources into that reservation. And they left the reservation that I was at alone. They was pretty much, hey, you come over here. They're telling everybody, come over here and stay over here. But most of the elders and people, they lived there their whole life, So they're like, we're not going to leave our ranch because they had property, they had horses and shit. Where New Robinson, with the New Nebraska Act, they wouldn't allowing people to take their horses and take their animals, and they were putting like we used to call boundaries. You know what I mean? And so a lot of the old folks were like, no, we worked our whole life to get right here to where we're at. It's not much, but it's ours. You know what I mean? So they stayed behind, which like my grandmother. She stayed behind to stay with her livestock. With her what do they call that? Cultural growing or whatever. You grow food. She didn't grow wheat or nothing. She grew like vegetables, and she grew a lot of her own food. You know what I mean? My grandmother, she passed away about 15 years ago at the age 87. She was an elder. She was, she's one of the elders in the tribe. When she passed, but she really still lived off the old ways. She had us hunting. That's how I know how to hunt so good. We hunted at a young age. And when my parents would leave for the weekend or when they would leave for the night or something, when my grandmother was in charge, like it was old fashioned way. Like, okay, boys, about 2:00, get ready to go hunting for dinner. And it wasn't like, oh, we're gonna go to the store and buy some meat. No, let's go hunting. Okay, I'm gonna start washing the beans and I'm gonna start, peeling the potatoes. And she grew her own food. Like her potatoes. Her strawberry, everything she grew herself. You know what I mean? And we helped her. We helped a lot, but that's all we could do. We was like, nah, hey, hang out. We'll do the no. You can help me. She was very prideful. So I mean, that's my younger age. That's where I was raised at. That's pretty much where I was born. It's called Upper Lake. I was raised there for the majority of my life. I was about 10 years old, and then and then my grandmother, she got sick. She got sick pretty bad. To where she knew herself, like if she wanted to stay around longer, she couldn't stay in the house that she was staying in. So we relocated got a new house in Lakeport. And that's where the trouble came into my life,
Hey, how's it going? Good, check yourself.
I'll still take over for Lucky. He's doing his business. So that's where the trouble came up in my life. You know, that's where
Oh, the chili, I forgot
I
about
went from the smaller reservation, you know, to where I was in town now. I was in town, and my town. Don't get me wrong, it's a small
I
town, so
know
it's
it's
not like
there was like a
it's violent though. It's small, but it's deadly. You know, and there's killing and there's shooting, and there's stuff that
next
goes
time
on.
we'll
You know
go
what I mean? But
All right, you take care,
it's
brother.
not what would you call so much infested. You know, it's not really a big gang infested town, you know, or county. You know what I mean? It has been getting more so lately here these last few years. But as me growing up, it wasn't too much of a of like gang. You know, there was some here. You know, don't get me wrong. My sisters used to run with the gang. My brother ran with the gang. You know, family members. I had family members on both sides. You know, north and south. You know, my father he was a gang member from down south. You know what I mean? Well known. Well, I don't want to say well known like oh everybody knows him, but I mean in his neighborhood, you know, like he's known. Like people know who he is. My last name is well more known than he is. You know, my last name is down in the neighborhood. You know, they're from Malavia. You know, my family, my whole that side of the family are from Malavia. You know, and then my last name is known through their neighborhood. You know what I mean?
So
It's relatively known.
with your tribe and your people right there, what kind of well, back in the day, how were you guys living in teepees? Were you guys
No. We wasn't doing teepees. We had what the tule huts. They call it tule huts. So like I said, we our little our resources came from the lake because we got
yeah,
not the biggest. You know, we got big lake. You know, and so I'm sure. Do you know what tules are?
yeah,
Okay, yeah. So we make huts out of tules, right? And we would enforce them with like clay. You know, so we get the
yeah,
tules.
yeah.
We
Okay.
pretty
So
much
what was your guys' like main source of survival food? Like what were you guys hunting out
fish,
in that area?
fish and deer.
Fish and deer?
Fish and
Yeah,
deer
so
was that
see,
was our main.
I'm a coastal native, and we lived in longhouses and we canoed.
Okay, yeah. We got Thule. What's it called? Thule boats. Still to this day, we got Thule festivals. We have Thule races. You know, we make our boats. We build the boats and we race them. So the
Yeah,
way they do it, it's not like okay, and then the race consists on all aspects, like how fast you can pick the tulies, how fast you can get them, how fast you can make them, how fast you know. So the
yeah,
race don't start. Okay, you bring a boat and you put it on, and then you take off. That's not the race. The race is you get there, you go get your tulies, and that's when it starts. From the minute you sign, you get there, and they say, okay, it starts. Once you start walking or go wherever you get to get your tulies, that's when it starts. The race doesn't necessarily start. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't necessarily start like, oh, here's a finish line. No, here's a start line. No, the start line is once you get there. So you gotta get there, get your tulies, you know, build your boat. You know what I mean? Get it on the lake, get across the lake, not across the whole lake, but I mean across the clearing to the other spot to get to retrieve the rabbit tail, and you bring it back. You know, and that whole process is the race. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's the race. You know, it's not you don't put you all right, start, go. You know, as soon as you get there, you start, and you're gonna
yeah,
get there
for sure.
first.
What about
You know.
ceremonies? What do you guys what did you guys use to conduct ceremonies? Did you guys sweat or did you guys vision quest or
Yeah, well, we did sweat, and then we sweat a lot. You know, that was the EP. We did that. We used that a lot, and then we did the sweat, and then I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm getting a text real quick. I gotta,
very
you
good?
got it. Let me tell this guy not to call because he's gonna call if I don't answer him. Yeah, I don't want him to. Okay, yeah. So we had the EP, but our main thing is the roundhouse. Have you heard about that?
Which one?
The roundhouse.
Yeah, yep,
Yeah, that's our main source of prayer is the roundhouse. You know, we do the roundhouse. That's very sacred to us. The roundhouse that's a big. It's what we call big head dancers. You know, so my style of dancing is called shake head. You know, I'm a shake head dancer.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've heard
'cause
of it.
in the longhouse we do let me see Daniel Gonzalez's dry sit swear ceremony. are all elements, water pour, fire tender. Yeah, most definitely dry sweat ceremony.
Yeah,
And being a fire tender, like starting off as a fire tender is definitely
good. That's definitely good medicine right
it's a
there.
ceremony in itself because it takes a lot to
To
put up
do
with
that.
that heat of heating up the rocks. So
Yeah,
Brenda says, can we speak on the lodge, burning sage, and having long hair?
yeah, we can. Okay, so you want to start off, or I can go. It don't matter.
Yeah, go for it. Go ahead and tell about the
Okay, I'll
importance
start with the
of
long hair. Oh,
sweat.
I'll just start with the long or sweats. Okay, the sweats. I'll start with the long hair first, because as you can
Okay.
see, my hair is short. So I mean, uh, um, I'm sure just as lucky could vouch for this. Our hair is very sacred to us. It's very it's where our power comes from, our strength. Everything comes from our hair. And then when you and in my culture, when you lose a loved one, one of your great loved ones, you cut your hair. That's just ultimate sign of respect. You cut
Yeah.
your hair and you send it with them. And so like I have my hair. My hair is long for the most. It's been long and then short. It's kind of gone off and on. Well, when the first time I went, I had my hair long and I went to YA, and I was fighting around and get my hair pulled. And that's not the business. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
sitting there fighting. You're boom, bing, 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 winning the fight. Boom, 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 boom. Next, boom, you get yanked to the ground, face first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know how many times I had somebody on the ground, bing, bing, bing. All they do, reach up, grab a head of hair, boom, face planted to the ground. I'm dazed as a motherfucker. I'm losing the fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to cut it, unfortunately, out of this necessity. You know,
Yeah.
and
Well,
that was the
to me, long hair, like you said, is like a sacred status of us for our people, and then also the reason why I decided to grow my hair long is just learning more of. Have you ever heard of that Every Child Matters movement right now?
no, I haven't.
Where they're going to the churches and they're finding remains of children beside the church.
Mm.
So far, I think they got like 11,000, 12,000, and they only went to so many of
You
these
know what?
boarding schools.
I
So
heard my uncle and aunt touching about that a couple mornings ago. Actually, I didn't want to eardrop. They was in the room. I just happened to be walking past. I heard them talking about that. But I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't want to eardrop. I didn't know what it's talking about. But I did hear something about that though.
yeah. So the reason why I'm growing my hair is because reading about the stories of them cutting the children's hair, washing their mouth out with soap, and and a lot of these native children refuse to conform to the Catholic beliefs, or being told to cut their hair, and you know, the they were sent to the other side. They were murdered. You know what I mean? So it's just
Yeah.
like, and so I felt to grow my hair and to be buried with braids is my goal now. So now, even though I'm going bald up top, it's going gray,
Mhm.
going to look like Gandalf here pretty soon. But at the way I leave is just showing respect to our ancestors and all the people that didn't make it. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Hold on, real quick. I got somebody.
Yeah. And so with me, when I when I got out, I went back and forth for a while. Back in and out violations and stuff. So I kind of kept my hair short. Like I said, necessity. You know what I mean? Last thing you need is getting yanked on, and it was really disrespectful, highly disrespectful to where I did something bad to a couple people for doing that, for pulling my hair, to say the least. You know what I mean? Um, and so when I finally got out, I discharged my number. I got out. I grew my hair long again. I grew my hair long, and I'll post some pictures. I'll get Lucky. I'll share some pictures with Lucky so he can post them up in the community when I had my longer hair and shit. And so we was we were really coachable, really big on our hair growing, and right now I'm in a bad way, like I'm not gonna sit there and lie, like I'm not in the right mind frame. I'm going through a lot of struggle and battles myself, And so I take my culture serious. That's why like I don't when I I'm in this mind frame. I don't I don't indulge in my native dancing and stuff. Because I'm not what do you say? I'm not in the right mind frame to do that. You know what I mean? Like I'm smoking weed, which isn't bad, but I'm drinking alcohol, which you're not supposed to do. The stuff I'm doing that you can't do. I'm indulging with other stuff I shouldn't be indulging with that. You can't indulge while you're walking the red road. You know what I mean? So there's with saying that, just not that the way I'm living too. I can't live a lifestyle and be like, oh, I'm this. You know what I mean? That's not what that's not what it's about. You can't fake the funk. You know what I mean? So, when I got back to what I was trying to get to. So I got out of why I grew my hair out again. And then my grandmother, she's who really, really, really a big part of my life. A big, big, big part of my life. I got her name tatted right here. As a matter of fact, Lottie. That's my nana, man. I love her to the death, man. Shit, she's what got me Indian dancing. She's the first one who gave me my first nickname was Dancing Bear. I was, when I, I was always Bear. Look at me, I'm a big guy. I was Bear. When I came out, my nickname was she gave me the Dancing Bear nickname. My very first nickname. When I come out the room. Because she said my legs were just kicking like I was dancing, like I was trying to Indian dance. When we Indian dance, we boom, boom, we get down, we stomp our feet. We kick our feet, we not kick our feet, but we boom, 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 we stomp our feet in patterns. And she said that reminded her of me trying to dance. I came out the room dancing. She said. She always said that, oh my dancing made dancing bear because he came out the womb dancing, and so that was my first nickname, and I got into a lot of my cultural ways was for my nana. She taught me and bred it on me, told me the ways, taught me how to do this, taught me how to do that, and for her, that's what I did it for. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna lie and sit here and say, hey, every dance I went to, every time I had to give up a weekend to go to dance. I'm not saying I want to do it, but I will say I did it for her. That's 100% without a shadow of a doubt. You know, um, there was times I'd rather just sit at home and play video games. You know what I mean? No, I don't really feel like dancing. I'm kind of tired. I've had a long week, and I just got to play my football game. I just got to play a couple basketball game. I just got them doing my sport for the week. For the weekend. I just want to hang out now. I don't want to do nothing. Really, she's, well, there's a dance. I'm gonna go to dance. I'd like to see you there. I'd be there. You know what I mean? And it was proud. I was proud. And I could see the proudness. How proud she was of me, seeing me. Dancing and being able to share that. Hey, that's my grandson. That's my boy. Uh, and I'll bring some people on and I'll post some videos of me dancing. So just obviously the dance moves. But my nana taught me how to dance the old way. And there's not too much people to this day that dances the way I dance. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, and I'm not trying to say that I'm better than anybody because I'm not. I ain't no better dancer than nobody else. I just dance a different style. That's all. That's all it is. It's not that I'm a better dancer. It's some people got different styles of dancing. There's a everybody gets different styles. There's a newer generation style. To where they're more stood up and a more bulked out with the chest and more what's the word I'm using? Thinking of more I guess more stand out and chest poked out, opposed to hunched over, crouched down, like the animals, like the animals you're supposed to portray to. Not saying you're supposed to take that back. The animals that some dancers portray themselves to be. Some of them, they got bear dancers, they got, my cousin, he's a fox dancer, he's a fox dancer. My other cousin's a deer dancer, like the different dances, different moves, different you imitate, of different animals, you know what I mean? And by saying by doing that, that's saying that's it's different ways of dancing, different styles of dancing. I dance the old style, the old school style. And there's not much people that still dance like that. I'm not gonna lie, not much people that still know how to dance like that. It's hard. It's the pattern, the pattern you got to step. It's real easy to you say it, get kind of misstep, I guess, because it's the old dance. It's the not the I would say the original. I guess I don't know. Some people dispute it, but from the what I was taught is the original dance style, and so there's obviously a lot of dance styles that puts like that are similar to that dance style because it's their first one, so they a lot of dance styles, are walk hand in hand to that dance style. So it's easy to thinking start dance like that and slip into a different dance style, and before you know, you're like, oh shit, I'm already this far, I can't switch it up. Some people do it. I did it. I'm guilty. I've did it before. I don't do it much, but I have did it. That's what I mean. It's hard to dance the old style. It's not easy. It's not as easy as people think. It's kind of like oh, but so that's what my nana. She's the one who got me to dancing. So when she passed, I unfortunately RP. I cut my hair. I cut my hair when she passed. I cut it, and I wasn't too fast. We wanted to bring it back. Like she was, she hurt. It hurt, man. She hurt. She didn't hurt me. It hurt losing her. Really, really bad. And then I had a bunch of other stuff happening around the same time. I lost a kid. And so it was just a bunch of different stuff was happening. So I had to cut my hair. You know what I mean? Um, so that's why I haven't grew it out yet. I got when I first I did grow it out. When I got out of the hospital after my car accident, I got out of the hospital. I grew it out. I got it about down to shoulder length or so, and then I lost another family member. We're close, obviously close when I cut my hair. And after losing that family member, I just haven't had the feeling, and it's real cultural. It's really strength. It's where the strength comes from, and I feel like the way my beliefs are is I gotta you feel when it's that time. When it's that time. You feel and know, and okay, here we go. You know what I mean? That's where you gotta. Everything comes on feeling for me. You know what I mean? Like if I don't feel it, I'm not gonna do it. If I don't feel it's the right thing, I'm obviously not gonna do it. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, guys. It's just me. All right. Um. Yeah. So that was the set of growing hair out for me at least. Let me see what else. Burning one. Speak on Sweat Lodge and then burning. Okay. Yeah. So the Sweat Lodge, it's the NEPA. It's a little. It's a lot of different people run it different ways. You know what I mean? Different people run it different ways. That's for sure. It's really sacred. You know what I mean? There's some people that allow women in there. And some people don't. You know what I mean? I don't know if anybody has sweating, with women, but and it's not nothing prejudice against the women, but the reason why some some men don't allow women to sweat with them is because of the fact that they're powerful. But they're more powerful than all beyond measure. They're the bringers of life. They bring life to this earth. You know what I mean? And so it's it's not it's not that we can't sweat with them because they're, like I said, they're powerful. Some men get sick. Some men get sick from it. Some men don't believe in doing it because of the fact that they bleed at a certain time in the month. And that's their what do you call that? Their sacrifice. And that's what you're doing when you go to sweat. You sacrifice. You sacrifice, and you're giving the sacrifice to Mother Earth, to your loved ones. That's why they got the women around. That's exactly why they got the women around, because they sacrificed, and they give once a month. They give a sacrifice. They give a blood sacrifice once a month. Every month. That's why women are so sacred. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that they give the sacrifice once a month. They bring life to this earth. And so with the sweat lodge, that's why they can't necessarily sweat with some. I'm not saying they can't. I'm saying some men don't necessarily allow that to happen because of that reason. And but the sweat lodge is really something something amazing. You know, if you get a chance and anybody invited you, I definitely recommend you doing it. It's one of the best refreshing ways. You know, you come out of there, you just feel like once you get out there and you hit that wind, man, you feel something amazing. You feel regenerate, refreshed, new, like you're like a brand new baby. You know, honestly, like you feel like literally you feel the weight being lifted off your shoulders. You there's depending on who you sweat with, there could be 5 to 6 different rounds. You know what I mean? 4 to 6 different rounds. Like I said, depending on who you sweat with, different people run their sweats different ways. It's definitely hot. So if you can't take the heat, get out kitchen. I wouldn't recommend you getting in there. I'm sorry if you had a comment to me. I can't see the comments. I'm on my phone, so I can't see the comments. Um, but yeah, if you can't, if you're not one for, with good heat, man, I wouldn't recommend you going in there. I've seen people pass out in there, and go in there with pure thoughts, pure heart, pure thoughts. I've seen people go in there and come out with you know boils on them. You know what I mean? Boiled, like being burnt from something. Like, what do you mean? What is in there other than the scalding wax that you can be burnt from? And that's the ancestors letting people know he didn't come in there with a good mind frame or with a pure heart. His intention wasn't where they're supposed to be. And sure enough, that person he revealed, hey, I'm sorry, I was doing this for this, but really I felt like this, and that's why that happened. You know what I mean? So don't definitely don't try to do it just to look cool. It's not a fun matter. It's not a laughing matter. It's not a game. Definitely not a game. So if you ever get a chance to go in there and do it, please do. But please don't take it lightly, and please don't make it like as a game. Because remember, it is a church. To some people, some people like us, it's not a church, but it's the way we would look at the church. You know what I mean? And they got different rounds. They got the warrior round. They got the women's round. Like I was saying, the women's round too. You sweat for the women. You give them the thanks back for giving you earth. For giving you life. For their monthly every month. Once a month they give you a blood sacrifice, literally a blood sacrifice for a week. 1 month out of their week. 1 month out of their week. You know what I mean? 1 month out of their life. 1 month a year they bleed altogether. 1 month a year they bleed. You bloody. You know what I mean? So that's why we do the women's round. You know what I mean? That's why we sacrifice. That's why we dedicate one round to the women in the sweat. And then to our elders, obviously, our ancestors. And then the ancestors of the rocks. Every ancestor that comes in, you always got to you give them a big you
Bring
honor
out the
them coming
graphic.
in. You got to honor them coming in. That's one of the main things. When you get sweat, the experience itself. You know what I mean? Watching it being built, watching the fire, watching the stones go from nothing to burning red hot. Once you get in there, you feel the heat, you feel the brotherism. It's something like no other, nothing other. You know what I mean? Once you feel that brotherism, man, you always gonna want to feel that again and again. You know what I mean? It's something that's second to none. Especially when you get a good route, a good what's that? Like a good bunch of people. You know what I mean? You get a good people, like a good amount of people, like, and if they go in there with the same pure heart, you know what I mean? The same goal as you, it clicks. You know what I mean? It's definitely something that if you can do it, it's definitely something you should do. You know what I mean? Once a week, 2 times a week, whatever you can do it once a month. I would recommend doing it anytime you can for sure. You know what I mean? If you can't do the sweats, like I would just say, you could still do like the sage, like the burning sage. You know what I mean? and with that is a multiple uses, for multiple times. You can use the sage. Oh, I'm sorry, Lucky's back, man. Hey, what's up, bro? I just got done touching on the sweats. I'll let
Oh
you go and
yeah,
touch on
yeah,
it for a
most
second.
definitely.
Yeah.
So, so with this indigenous talk, uh, what I plan on, what we can do is be the voice of the community. Like we can speak about our experiences. Like we watch other channels speak for themselves, like Gunner, Rojo, Flacco. Just all these different channels have their own
Hey, shouts out to all the
experiences.
channels. Shouts out to all the channels too. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah,
all they're all good people all out there doing their thing. Pressing their genre. And we're not saying anything about the channel. That anything wrong with the channel at all. Don't get us wrong.
yeah.
That's not what
Well,
we're out
yeah,
here to
that's
do. That's
another
not what
thing
we're
too. Is
trying to
I'm
do.
not gonna
We're just
be
trying to give
into like the whole
ourselves.
exposing and drama. That's about to be 45 in a couple months. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be acting crazy and all this other stuff. I just want to be the voice of what the missing and murdered
Native.
indigenous women and people, powwows. There's people that are curious about.
Yeah.
We have
I seen
homeboy way out
a
in
video that
Ireland
Gunner did.
watching
He
our
touched on it.
channel, and people are curious about the Western civilization of us and our experiences. And it's something that I felt after watching, because we would ask, hey man, can you do a story about this person and that person? And homeboy's overworked with all his stories too, and then we're trying to pile on, hey, do a story about this person. But now we can be like, hey, look, this is our story, this is our
Our stuff.
journey, this is where we're going, and
Yeah.
you
There's
know
not too much native channels out there. I've not seen none.
and being
Um,
being a
but
Native American entrepreneur, I can help other people if that's want to get not just natives but other people. Hopefully, be an inspiration to somebody to change their life around because
yeah,
I feel it. Like I definitely feel a weight lifted off
you
my
know,
shoulder. I can breathe. I can go to sleep at night. I can walk with my head high. I don't have to duck anything. Like I'm
when
just done with
Gunner,
that life, and I got to finish. Hold on, I'll finish up these tacos real quick. I'm listening though.
yeah, when
Go,
Gunner when
explain
Gunner
what you want to
talked
bring to
about
the
the
indigenous talk
missing
too.
Mexican women in one of his videos, he acknowledged indigenous the missing indigenous women, which shouts out to Gunner for that. Shouts out Big Gun. Thank you for that. Good looking out, brother. Um, but my eyes, like there's not much people that do other than Gunner that has shared that, about the missing indigenous women, and not just that, the missing indigenous kids, you know what I mean? And I'm not just saying just them, there's women and everywhere, every kind of race, African American, Latin, Arab, you know what I mean? Native American, there's races everywhere that are missing people, and I'm not sitting there trying to say one better than the other. I'm just want to give out a voice for my native people, you know what I mean? That's what we're trying to do. Give out the voice for our native people, and anyone else who wants to come on here and wants to share something, we're open. Get a hold of me or Lucky, you know what I mean? Drop a comment in any one of our videos. We'll catch it. You know what I mean? Hey, shoot something. Hey, I want to do a video. Okay, can I get a little time to say something? Like we got you. You know what I mean? We're here for. We're not just a one track mind. Are definitely going to surround and be around the indigenous. But we're not here to discard or talk down or take from any other race or any other channel. We're here just to push positive movement, and that's it. If it's positive and it's going to a good cause, we're here to help you. You're a little business trying to come up. We're here to help you. Even a business, I don't care how big you are. If you're a business, you want to come up, you need a platform to pit up, to market your stuff out there. We got you. As long as it's not gonna um talk down on somebody else or hit somebody else down, pitting your stuff up, and then we're good. There's not, but like I said again, there's not too much stuff for indigenous people out there, opposed to being able to hear, having a voice. We don't got much of a voice, it's really, really, really fate, really fate, you know. And I'm just here to like make that voice be known more, you know, get it out there and let our voice be heard, you know. The littler the voice is, obviously, the less you're gonna be heard, you know. So we had to help me, you guys, help us, you know, push the genre out there, you know, like and subscribe, you know, hit a comment, you know, whether you like us or not, you know, if you think we didn't touch on this much, you know, let us know. You know, if you think that, hey, this might be a better subject to talk about, or maybe you should go this route, let us know. You know, even if it's criticism, hey, we're open for criticism. You know, I don't care what it is. You know, if we're doing something bad, let us know. If you think that I'm bullshitter, let me know. You feel me? I don't care, man. Like, you know, drop a comment. You know, if you like us, you know, drop a like if you like us. If you don't like us, drop a comment. Tell us what you don't like about it. You know what I mean? And always subscribe, please. You know, we can only we're only as big and as you know, as you guys want us to be. You know, you guys want us to succeed. You know, hit that like button and help us succeed because we can't do it without you guys. That's for sure. I want to give a shout out to Brenda Love. I want to give a shout out to everybody. Brenda Love. I want to give a shout out to Denise Castillos, a real one right there. Shout out to Gunners Collective. You know, Rojo Room, Big Rojo. You should give him a shout out. You know, get shout out to Flacco. Give shout out. I want to give shout out to Renegade Media. I've been fucking with his shit a lot lately. You know, I've been watching a lot of his shit. You know, he going. You know, shoot, give shout out to everybody out there, man. I'm going blank. Oh man, I can't forget the big homie Paradigm Media. You know, big boxer, man. Give a big shout out to him. You know, I can't remember his name, but Conejo. I don't remember his channel. I do be tapping into his channel every once in a while. You know, once I get a chance. You know, um. Who else is out there? Biggest prison stories. You know, hey, Big Wee Wee. Hey, shouts out to Big Wee Wee, man. That's a real one right there, man. I just tapped in here tonight. Biggest prison stories. You know, everybody out there, man. If I forgot your channel, I apologize. You know, drop a comment and let me know if I forgot your channel. I'll definitely shoot it up next time. Yeah. You know, I'm just. So this is the first video. You know, give me the first of many to come. You know, we're trying to get this going. You know, we're trying to pick up this movement and push this new movement going. You know,
Oh yeah.
Lucky's had his channel for a minute, but we're pushing a new movement now. You know what I mean? We're pushing the Indigenous. It's called Indigenous Talk. You know, be there, be square. You know what I mean? Let's get this going, man. Help us, like I said, man. We're only gonna be as big as you can make us. You know, what I mean? Help us, please do. You know, please help us. You know, please hit that share button. You know, if not that share button, at least give us a like, a thumbs up. You know what I mean? It only takes a couple
Yeah,
seconds.
most definitely. If we have any moderators that can help post the Indigenous talk, or even if you just look it up, you'll see our channel right there, and it's definitely something that we're going to keep doing. And my co-host, just like how a convict's perspective and them used to do it, now it's me and Iron Bear.
There we go. There we go. You know,
Me and Iron Bear. I mean,
yeah.
I couldn't think
We
of a better.
the new guys on the block.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a better co-host than another Native American, and plus we already have history with the YouTube world and all this other stuff. And you know, we already watch the stuff all the time, anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey,
And
man. Thank you for
it's
giving me this
YouTube's
opportunity,
fun. I
bro. You know,
mean,
thanks for allow me to come on, jump on, be a co-host and stuff. You know, I'm definitely glad that you know, you choose me to come co-host this with you.
oh yeah, most definitely, bro. Because man, I dig you. Y'all's been cool, and it's a small Native world. I'm actually friends with. Used to work for your uncle out here.
Oh yeah. Remember, yeah, you told me you used to work for my uncle. Yeah. Hey, it's small town shit. Small
Small,
world, like you
small
say,
Native
small world.
world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My uncle Mister.
So, but yeah, let me turn this. See, I'll just turn this off. Okay. Okay, cool. Turn my radio off so it doesn't music doesn't start bumping in the background.
Yeah. Hey, and
Yeah.
if everything works out on my part. Hey, you guys might come to six. You guys might have as a surprise. Tap in.
Right, for sure, for sure.
More than likely you're gonna have a surprise on the sixth. So Lucky's gonna he's going. He got the taco. What was it? The taco what?
The Indian taco truck.
no. The Taco Fest, or what it's called?
Oh yeah, Taco Fest. Yeah, first Native
Yeah.
American business to be going to Taco Fest, and I'm
Oh,
super excited about it. I know I made a post of this lady. She wants me to help me work for her business, and she was going to let me use her food truck. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to use my food truck. She's not the prettiest thing, but she pumps out really great food. And I'm not just going to get ahead of myself and get myself in debt. And
you cut
I'm
out
just
there,
going
bro,
to
for a second.
make my own way out of no way and keep it going, man. And I stress myself out thinking about the future, thinking of all this stuff. Why isn't it happening for me? So if it's not happening for me, I have to get out and make it happen for me. There's no easy way about it. There's no quick solution. Hard work, perseverance, and that's what we're going to do with the Indigenous talk. I want to bring up awareness of the reservation, get our voice heard, get the and everything that we bring to the channel doesn't have to be a dead dog either. We can start bringing in, just people's accomplishments, other people that are fighting
Business
recovery
owners,
like
other
me.
business
You know
owners
what
that
I
are
mean?
Native
Almost got
American.
2 years sobriety of alcohol. Nothing wrong with PG, the bud, the weed. I don't even, that's not even a drug, man. I
Yeah.
use PG, I use weed, and I never smoked a joint and fucking got in a bar fight. You know what I mean?
All right.
It,
Smoke a
different
joint.
people have
I've never
different,
smoked a joint ripped off my grandma's TV.
uh,
You know what I
so it's,
mean?
on my window
You
up.
know,
Eagle Horse. Oh yeah, Eagle Horse is another solid one too, bro. He
oh,
speaks
bro.
fluent Lakota. Peji means weed in Lakota. Like I said, I know
Okay,
native
G.
words like here and there, of being in the system and
Yeah.
going to prison and going and that's why I give Lakotas like a big respect because they let their traditions and their way go into the systems to help our brothers and systems in the prison system practice their tradition. The sweat lodge, the Lakota, the Four Direction songs, the
Oh, yeah,
ceremony
yeah.
songs that I learned. It's the Lakota, the Red Road saved my life, bro. It saved me from gang banging, saved me from decisions, saved me from myself.
That's good. I
So
hope.
that's why I have such admiration. I mean, I don't, I don't put one nation above the other, but that is a nation that really saved my life. So shout out to you, Lakota brothers, and out there in South Dakota, the ones that started AIM. Um, that's where Leonard Peltier and all them were out there. They're the ones started the whole. There's just certain stuff we could like the whole AIM movement. Like I'm on Facebook with a couple people that are AIM. My uncle is an AIM. Um,
I got brothers. I got a brother that's an Aimster.
yeah, so
Yeah, uncle.
just
Yeah,
bring the
yeah.
whole awareness, bring a whole different channel, bring a whole different vibe.
We're gonna bring a whole
And,
different theme that you guys never seen before. Trust and believe that.
yeah, for sure.
You know, you gotta bring a
Powwows,
whole nother
events.
aspect that you guys never seen on YouTube before. I guarantee you
Yeah,
guys that right now.
yeah,
I'm gonna bring you guys my uncle who did 30 something years in prison. Was
yeah.
supposed to be done life, and he
You're
recently
only
got
like
out.
15, 14 hours away from where I live. You know what I
What's
mean?
that? Oh yeah,
Go, go
we
out
only
there
got.
to hustle. Go out there. California. I'm definitely coming out there to go hustle and go to bring our culture to the
Yeah.
area. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, but definitely remember the 6th. May 6th, you guys
Six,
tap in,
yeah,
lucky
Taco
local.
Fest.
He's gonna have that event he's going to. He may even have he may even have. I mean, hopefully, we'll talk about him. I'll talk to him about it.
Yeah,
And he may even have a surprise for you guys too.
yeah, for sure. Like I'm looking forward to the
We're gonna try to
interview with
work it
your
out so he can
uncle.
have a surprise for you guys, man.
Get your uncle on, the one that
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that we're going to bring to the table. I mean, this is all a blueprint of other channels that I watch. You know what I mean? The other, like I said, they were always talking about I'm the voice of the gente, all this stuff, and I admire that, and that's
Yeah.
what
So
I
thank you
really
for
want
that,
to
man.
do.
Like all you guys.
Get to start my own channel and You know what I mean? And then when I seen you, and I was like, man, let's. And then we got to know each other more and realize that, I'm friends with your family out here, your blood family out here in
Yeah,
Yakima. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy how that worked out, huh?
yeah, that is. That's crazy. Like I said, it's a small res world. There's probably somebody that Eagle Horse knows about know somebody out here, or I know somebody out there that because I did meet a lot of Lakota people out there, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a lot, bro.
There was
There's a lot.
I was on the. That's another story I could bring up too. Was writeaprisoner.com. I was on that, and I had some native girl from South Dakota write into me, and then I fucking spaced that shit out, and she sent me a friend request on Facebook, and this has been years and years, bro. And she posted the picture that she sent to me, and I was like, "Holy fuck! I know who the fuck you are." I was like, I was like, "You don't remember
Like, what's
writeaprisoner.com?
going
You're
on?
fucking writing me letters." I said, "I'm fat and
Oh,
chubby now, but I was in good shape when I was fucking working out." And she's like, "Oh yeah, there is you." I'm like, "Yeah, I just got chubby."
mm,
But it was funny, man. And I just want to bring a whole culture, bring a whole awareness of the Native American movement, man. Of us as breaking barriers of movies, fucking TV series. I don't know if you watched The Last of Us, but there were some natives on that series for like a quick
no, I
minute.
haven't watched that yet.
No, it's so cool, man. And then I follow stuff on TikTok. I watch a lot of stuff, and they got me hip to like these low budget Native American movies. Fucking funny. I bought it was like $3 on Amazon. I'll post it on there.
What's
And it
what's
was
the
actually
what's
pretty
the name of
funny.
them?
Like, it was low budget as hell.
Hey,
It
can you
had
shoot
the
me the
whole
link,
Native
bro?
lingo. It was a zombie. It was a
Can you shoot,
zombie
shoot me the link on
movie.
IG?
Yeah. So
Yeah, shoot me the link. I want to check it out.
yeah, it was it's a zombie Native American movie that only affected the rest of the world except Native Americans. So there was a lot like if you're a part Native American, you lived through the zombie apocalypse, and the zombies weren't coming after you because you're Native American. It was pretty cool, bro. Like it sounds,
Yeah, I want to
yeah,
check that out, bro, for sure. Send me the
yeah,
link to that on IG. I want to check it out.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, there's. I mean, I'll do a story about the writeaprisoner.com. It was pretty cool. It was funny. Oh, we got Mr. Goyo in the house. What's up, Iron Bear? I
Yeah,
sent my
yeah.
yay. Mr. Goyo. That's another one too, man. Like I said, it's crazy to build all these bonds with people that we didn't ever, that I've never really met in person, and hope we do cross paths. I mean, there's just a lot of good
Oh
people
yeah.
in the YouTube world, and there's some that cause disruption, and
Like
it's
Mikey said, YouTube Landia.
yeah,
Hey, I
YouTube
forgot. I
Landia.
forgot. Hey, shouts out to Selena's report.
Yeah, Selena's report's dope, bro. He's pretty cool. I like his hustle too, man. I'm gonna reach out to him because I'm gonna start saving up money, and I want to get into real estate. I want to start flipping houses and all that
Mm.
other stuff. It's I got to find another revenue before I get too old because I can't be cooking forever. You know what I mean? So I got to find
Oh, I
other
do.
stocks, bonds, all that other
Yeah.
stuff.
Hey, I'm right there
I'm just
with
not
you,
getting into
man.
crypto. That's the one thing I'm
I'm
not
right
getting
there with
into.
you because my profession it's getting old. I can't be doing
Yeah,
it forever. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean it's I'm it's crazy. 'Cause I'm still doing my thing. You
You
know
just
what
gotta
I
find
mean?
different revenue, different hustles. I mean, that we all network. I mean, there's all. I mean, look at Brenda Love. She looked out for me, and that link I sent you was that his name is Navajo Man and Lakota Bay, and he
Yeah,
speaks Navajo, bro. Like he'll say stuff in English, but then he'll start speaking Navajo. I'm like, oh man, I
that's
admire
tight.
stuff like that, bro. That is
Yeah, that's
super
tight,
dope.
bro.
And it's but yeah, I'm trying to link up with Savell the Native. There's a rap group out here called Res Loyal. I'm trying to link up with them, get some interviews going, get some shine going.
And we got
Uh,
I know the rap dude. I don't know if you guys heard about. Have you heard Savage Family?
yeah, I sure have.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I'm linked in with them,
Yeah.
bro. I'm linked in with some of
Another
them.
one we could get a link up with is
One of my
Smoking
one of my
Like the
good
Bear.
bros at the time with he's the cousin, bro. He's like he's the first. Like, he grew up with I can't remember the one. He grew up with that whole all of them. That's his family, bro.
Oh shit! Well, let's get it cracking, bro. See,
Yeah, yeah,
we'll
we'll
have
get
to
that going,
go.
bro. I'll get an interview going with them.
Yeah, maybe do get some more Native Americans up on here and. Oh yeah, yeah. I watched the Kitty channel too. What would Kitty do? Yeah, she's cool as hell. She's funny. Like she does like little like lunch break lives, and they're like, "Oh, what are you eating today, Kitty?" Yeah, I watch her too. It kind of reminds me of the yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I watch that. Uh, yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Get the YouTube Landia going with the linking up and get Brenda on the channel. But another one we should link up with too is Smokey Loke the Bear. That's a native brother right there
I don't
too.
think I know him.
Yeah, I'll send you the link of his channel, bro. He's pretty dope.
Okay.
He's a firefighter, bro. He's one of them fucking people that goes out to the when there's
Hey,
like huge fires
shouts out to
out
him,
in the
man.
mountains and stuff.
Shouts out. Real talk. Yeah. Hey, all first response, man. They got my respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Firefighters, you know what I mean? Firefighters, man. All of them. Paramedics,
yeah,
you
sure.
know.
Yeah,
They
that's a native brother
all.
too. And then it's pretty cool because whenever I post like a stressful like YouTube video, and I appreciate people that comment, and then Instagram me, but hey man, like yeah, sometimes I wear my heart on my sleeve. Sometimes I'm just like, man, I'm so stressed out, but that's just who I am. I stress, like I overthink a lot of things, bro, and then I'll put so much on my plate, and then when I get to doing it, I get so frustrated. I'm like, fuck, I should have planned this out better. You know what I mean?
I do, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I
So.
do know what you mean, but I hate that.
Man, you're making me go get some fucking PG. I'm out of weed, bro. I did it. I did all right at the end. I turned the camera off. I was making some Indian tacos, and then I burnt the fucking chili, bro. I was just like,
Hey, what's
somebody came
PG,
up,
bro?
huh?
Wait, that's what you said. Weed. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
PG. Yeah, that's Lakota for grass.
PG, huh? All right. I'm gonna start using that out here. By the
Yeah,
time you come out, everybody's gonna be saying that.
right, PG.
You're like, damn, Iron Bear, I know where you got that from.
You got the PG.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got the Pepsi and the PG.
right.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of okay, so another one we could do about because Raymond brought it up too. Uh, um he's half native and he's half Mexican, and that's another story we can do too. Is like the racism on the reservation because I know there's a lot of
Telling you, man.
because I've seen people
Hey,
that have friends that are half white and they fucking bro they
yeah.
turned him into an animal because they used to beat the shit
Mm,
out of him. You know what I mean? And it was just, and then now he's just like an animal. He gets down, he'll smash on
yeah.
people, and younger natives, bro, are ruthless, man. Like coming up, and there was like, and then he got to the point where he turned like really racist towards white people, and he was man. I don't know. That's a different
You
story.
know, but they can't sit there and blame somebody that when they made them that way.
Yeah. So
You
he's
know what
just
I mean? It's
yeah.
like,
So there was this is back in like the '90s, bro, and it was like I don't know how like on the reservation now, like when it comes to diversity, because my son came home, he's in kindergarten, and he was like, "Oh, I made a new friend. His name is Raul. He's a Raul." And I said, "Raul?" And he goes, "Yeah. Isn't that a weird name?" I was like, "No, that's a Mexican name." I said, "Nothing's wrong with it." He's like, "Oh, okay, Oh,
yeah,
we got Rich DM up in this mother sucker. What's going on?"
Which DM.
Yeah,
You
so
know, you know, one thing about I want to tap on real quick. Just 1 second, real quick. I'm just glad that we're able to do this. You know what I mean? I'm glad that
yeah,
we're able to give the natives you know Indigenous talk. You know, I'm glad that we're able to do this Indigenous talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
I just
sure.
like
Me
to,
too, brother.
I just like to thank everybody that made this possible. You know, all the
Yeah.
channels
So whenever we do lives on Indigenous talk, and like I said, we could do stories about just like the court systems and all this other stuff that that we're still fighting. We could talk about the no dapple, the treatment of that area, and how people are still doing football numbers for fighting for land rights, and
Oh yeah.
and spraying people in the dead of
How
winter with
back in the how back
water
in
and
the
all
day
this other crazy stuff.
how back in the day they was taking us and to boarding schools and whipping us because we were speaking our language. You know,
Yeah,
they literally
most
beat our
definitely.
language out of some of our ancestors.
Yeah,
Literally, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And don't
But
get me
we're
wrong,
here. We're
it's not
still,
not just not necessary just on it's not gonna be all down talking about about like our struggles.
yeah, no,
It is gonna talk about our struggles. It's gonna talk about how we've came up from where we've been. But in order to get to the good, you gotta see the bad. You know, you gotta see the bad. Like
yeah,
we're gonna touch on some of the bad stuff that been done to us, our ancestors and us. But it's definitely gonna lead up to the good
yeah,
stuff. Don't think it's gonna be a down channel. It's gonna be channel. It's gonna be all just bad stuff. There may be some bad stuff
yeah.
in there, but like I said, in order to see the good, you got to see the bad.
And I
We're
appreciate,
not gonna sit
and I
there and
appreciate everybody in the chat too for, I see the subscribers. It's starting to come up, and it's going to take time, and that's why I don't ask other like big channels, like, hey, can you help me? Because every single time you see Gunner or Flacco, Roll, or anybody that's helped other channels, they turn around and talk all the smack on them, bro. And it's like you get your foot in the door with them, and then they're like, hey, F them and all this stuff. It's just like, if we build it up, I want it because we put the energy into it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Our
we're doing
talks,
it.
our conversations, and
Yeah.
word of mouth. There's still we got I started the Facebook Indigenous talk. I'm gonna start an Instagram one, and I'm gonna do a TikTok one too,
Yeah.
so we can
Okay.
start building up a bigger platform, start getting
Yeah.
more guests.
Let's get it going. All of
Rich
it.
DM and Rich
Yeah.
DM linked me up with Sober Junkie. Me and Sober Junkie talk,
Oh,
and
cool.
then he
Cool.
wants to come on and do an interview too. He wants to
Well,
come
yeah.
talk
Let's
with
do
us.
that. Let's do that,
Yeah,
bro.
Sober
Hell yeah.
Junkie
Let's do it.
is dope, man. And
So
I
that's the
don't
Indian bro from
know.
where's he from?
He's from out in Nevada, bro. He's
Nevada. Okay, I thought it was Oregon, but yeah, he's Indian though, huh?
yeah, and then Savell the Native wants to link up too, but he's so busy with the tour. I think he's out in LA yesterday or today.
Oh, okay.
And then he's doing his thing, and then
Well, that would be bad if we can get him on, man.
oh man, Savell's dope, bro. He's one of like he's dope as hell too. Then I live over here by what's that dude's name? Oh, it's Lightfoot. Remember that rapper Lightfoot?
Well, I don't think I
He,
know
he
him
used
though.
to be he was on Indian in the Cupboard. He was the little
The
figure.
The
Indian
Indian
in the
guy.
Cupboard.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? What's his
Yeah,
name?
no,
Lightfoot?
he was a rapper, bro. He's done songs with like I think Capone and Kid Frost and all these different places. And then I remember seeing like old pictures of him hanging out with like Jay-Z and stuff like that, man.
Hmm.
And then I got both of my cousins that write novels. They made a movie about one of her novels. No, and they made a TV series out of her other books. And then I have uncles that are world known for totem poles. They do Native American art, and they have totem poles in like Korea, Japan. And he's like the most humblest dude, man. You wouldn't even know he's like a millionaire, dude.
Hmm.
And then what else? I got my cousin back in the early '90s. She was the first Native American TV host
Really?
on the news in Canada, and now she's writing
That's what's up.
stories and doing movies, like doing like
Mm.
movies. And then she have you ever seen that movie, that show Yellowstone?
Mm-mm.
Or Kevin Costner?
Oh, I don't think I've seen it though.
Yeah, Yellowstone. I'm pretty sure everybody else has seen it. They have like another one that's called 1883, I think, and it's about uh like how Yellowstone, like how they came over and then made their way to Montana. And then there's another one called 1928, I think it's called, and it brings up the boarding schools and stuff. And my cousin's actually an actress in that series for a little bit. She's in part of the boarding school, and it's pretty cool, man. I'll upload the videos of her. I'm super proud of her. She has pictures with because I was wondering why she was taking pictures with what's that guy's name from Indiana Jones?
The main actor.
Yeah, Indiana Jones. I can't
Fuck,
remember his name. She was taking pictures with
it's
him,
on
and
the
I
tip of
was
my
like,
tongue.
yeah,
Okay, you taking
those are
pictures with
all
him though?
previews.
That's cool. Yeah, yeah. What kind? Yeah, we definitely get line up some videos, some interviews with them. Yeah, and then, yeah. Like I said, get my uncle on. You know, I
Yeah,
got
and
some
then
people too.
Eagle Horse City's down to do an interview too. You know, we'll just talk about the native ways and stuff too. So that's going to be pretty cool. And it'd be good to have Rich DM come on too because he's actually an Alaskan native. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
Definitely
he's an
branch out. Yeah, we'll
Alaskan
definitely
native.
branch out and get to the natives. You
He
know.
could put his
Hey,
business up, the Next Day Print and Design, Bay Area. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff. I'm trying to get interviews out here with elders, with like the veterans, and I really want elders because I was just watching a video of the oldest Native American woman's like 104, I think, 104 or 105, and she
oh,
sent one of her novelists over to the restaurant before we closed and came and got Indian tacos, and then she writes in Yakima, and she sent a letter back, and I one of my kids got a hold of it, and I felt bad. I was like, man. She wrote in Yakima, "Hey, I love your food. I can't wait till you to hopefully stay open as a restaurant and all this other stuff." And man, I'm closing the doors. It's too slow here in Toppenish. I'm not making no money. It was, you know, it's but it is what it is, and I'm not giving up. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Right. That's
There's
the spirit. That's the native spirit right there. You know, don't give
yeah.
up.
Sit down, pout for a couple days, and get up and get your fucking groove on.
Yeah,
Make shit happen because you know, not everything's going to go your way. So that's the whole thing of just like you said, the native way, getting up and go out and get it. Like no matter what, like it's,
exactly.
and
Exactly.
I try to tell people it's, if you're going to get into this business, you're going to hear a shitload of no's before you hear that one person say, yes, yes, that's what I want to help you do. I want to help you. You know what I mean? It's,
Yeah.
you go ahead and get that. So
Exactly.
and man, when I get ready to tap out, I stink. I smell. I got to clean out the food truck. Um,
Yep. All
my
right. Yeah.
phone.
Hey, this is just the introduction to Native Talk, you guys. More to
Yeah, an
come. A lot
introduction
more
to
to come.
yeah. And I hope you guys like. I appreciate you, Iron Bear, for taking over the show while I went and cooked.
Oh,
And
no problem,
the
man.
whole
That's
purpose
what
of
we
this
do.
live was to introduce ourselves and introduce Indigenous talk, and to have um just keep it going. You know what I mean? Uh, I'll do a couple lives here and there on this channel. You do lives on yours. We'll hop on other platforms. Get interviews with Brenda Love, the Homie Hangout. Whoever wants to tap in and give us interviews and give us that strive, we appreciate it.
Yes.
Like,
Definitely.
share, comment. We just want to keep it going and keep it pushing. And I'm taking off to different areas of Washington, and you guys are going to be able to see that journey. And it's going to be the hustle. It's going to keep going, and it's
We ain't gonna
it's
stop.
yeah, it's not going to stop. So,
Gonna keep
all
going and going, to say the least.
right, Iron Bear. Give me a call tomorrow. Let me know what's cracking after you finish doing your family time and family stuff, and then we'll set something up for Monday. And Monday we'll do StreamYard Live. And if you guys want to jump on, open panel,
Feel free to.
and come on, chop it up.
Please do.
Come hang out on Indigenous Talk. And yeah, I'll send you a couple links, and we'll go over a couple things of like I said, not everything has to be traumatic, or think that we're going to keep it like that. But there is going to be topics that are going to be uncomfortable for some people, and hopefully that doesn't steer people away. And we're not blaming nobody. If we're talking about our past, I don't hold a grudge against what happened. You know,
Yes.
we got it,
And
and we just want to bring awareness of. My
like I
main
said,
thing is the missing and murdered Indigenous women and people. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
And like I
That is,
said, if you guys got something that you guys want us to talk about, feel free to drop a comment. Please do.
yeah, for sure.
And if you think that we should touch on something more, like I said, feel free to drop a comment. Whatever it is, man. You think we need to talk more about this or less about this, or like us to touch on this subject. Drop a comment. Let us know. We'll get to it. Definitely
Yeah, and
will.
if bigger channels have any advice for us
Please do. Please let us know.
keep, to build their channel, we're not asking to ride your coattails or anything like that. We
We're not
just
asking
want
for
to
no
work
handouts.
on
If
our
you want to
own.
give us any friendly advice on how to get by, we'll gladly take it.
Yeah, most definitely. And then I'm gonna call what's his name, Sandman, and get him on too. You know what I mean? That's another
Yeah.
native brother too. That's
Yeah.
out there.
Here we go. Let's get it going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So and
All right, man. Well, saying that, you guys, we're gonna call it a night. You guys all have a good night. Thank you for tapping in.
salute.
Much respect to everybody that tapped in. Hey, all the channels that tapped in. All the channels that made this possible. That linked me and Lucky Loco up. Thank you guys again. Hey, much love, Brenda.
Yeah,
Hey,
much
much
love,
love.
Brenda.
Hey,
Eagle Horse, Rich DM. Let's see. We got Strictly
Mr.
Strange. We got
Fields.
Mr. Goyle. Let's
Mr.
go and take a
Fields.
look.
Hey,
We got Mad
hey,
Max.
and the homie, the Sound
Daniel
Lifer.
Gonzalez, Salvador, Canada. Denver Maid, that's little Timmy. We got Timo. We got Iron Bear. We got Lucky Loco. We got all you guys coming in here. We appreciate your support. And let's get it cracking, man. Let's drop some knowledge and let's learn something on the way.
Let's get it going.
All
All
right,
right,
man.
man. You guys have a
Much
good
love and
night. Thank
respect,
you
you
guys
guys.
for
You guys
tapping
have a
in.
good one. Yep.